you're the guy dun sa tracks na iba na pangalan. My question is, does that help in keeping your musicality that strong? You've been in the scene for quite a while now. And knowing na yung tracks is a legendary place, no? Especially for the music scene, nakakatulong ba na yung vibes?
Well, the inspiration to create music naman is, for me personally, nangyayari yan kasi every moment, every minute of my life is really influenced by music, regardless kung if I perform or if I just practice a guitar or play the guitar or whatsoever. But at the end of the day, music is music, regardless if it's an old form of music or what's trending or whatever. So kung maganda musicality, what you're saying, parang ano na yun eh, parang kailangan meron na yun prior to anything. But definitely it helped that we were able to, to be able to have the luxury of rehearsing, recording, with the legendary plays such as tracks. And eventually naging Yellow Mortigas. When we were able to talk about, kami ni Angie, we were able to discuss the idea of being able to manage that studio. For that instance or moment pa lang, na ako agad eh, parang amazed na ako that I was an apprentice there for a short time between 2009 to 11, I think, or 10. I was able to work with for the last album of Francis Magalona and Ellie Buendia. I was there. I was there during the first album recording of Rico Blanco for Your Universe. A lot of maraming memorable moments na nangyari na nandun. Kaya nga parang it was very surreal for us to be able to acquire that studio. For the band, it was just a luxury and a privilege to be able to say na if we want to record anything, we have a studio of that caliber. So yeah, we will always be thankful for that studio. And prerequisite ng banda yun eh. Minsan may mga ibang artists na mayroon ng personal home studio ganyan, but still there's no substitute for actual studio going inside the studio kasi the magic happens when you're there.
Follow na lang. Back in 2001 ba yan? I was there nung nilaunch yung first album, may Back It One, Part 1 and 2. That time, did you ever say na tatagal kayo ng 17 years? Especially,
personally, alam ko lang na hindi ako titigil being a musician. There were a lot of offers also. I almost quit the band. Umabot din sa punto na yung manager namin dati, nag-usap kami kung mag-full-time ba ako kay Rico Blanco kasi nagigitara din ako kay Rico before. In exchange, nagpalit na lang ng members. Si Poch, yung barista namin at that time, lumipat muna kay Rico ako. Tinuloy namin yung banda. Pero as early as the first album, alam ko lang na ako, magbabanda ako. Yung Mayonnaise, kumbaga, ano ko lang yun eh, parang passion project ko nung bata ako. Parang gusto ko gumawa ng mga kanta, not necessarily na ako kakanta. Gusto ko lang gumawa ng kanta. Gusto ko magkaroon ng, parang piece of the pie lang. Gusto ko magkaroon ng record label, gusto ko magkaroon ng way para makatulong sa mga banda. And gusto ko rin tumugtog. So, Mayonnaise lang yung parang naging way para makapasok ako dun sa idea na mas magkaroon ng malaking proyekto. And yeah, tingin ko naman, sumikat man o hindi kami, may Mayonnaise pa rin kasi nga gusto ko pa rin gumagawa ng kanta.
Thank you bro. Okay.
Do you have more questions?
I want to.
Hello. Afternoon po, sir.
How much of the original group is with you for this show?
Ano naman kasi kami po, sir, parang yung how we work or our dynamic. Parang minsan akala ng ibang tao relax na kami. Minsan akala ng ibang tao na we're very passive. Okay lang kasi minsan na ganun, but you take advantage of every situation that you can. Most especially when we're on stage. Pag tumutugtog na kami, that's the time that we get to be able to dictate the whole thing. And we're just enjoying the process kasi. May mga banda kasi na, may mga banda na trabaho lang.
Yes.
May mga banda na parang, ang tawag doon, hobby lang. It's a mix of both kami. Parang we're enjoying our company, we're enjoying ourselves, being on stage. But at the same time, alam namin may responsibility kami. That's why parang, kung may lumapit, Gabi na Naman Productions, One Music, ABS, kung may lumapit, we'll all say yes because that's an opportunity. It's always nice, di ba? Parang may saying na dapat lagi nung parang swerte na yung mga swerteng tao. But it's also okay to put yourself in an opportunity to be lucky. And once you're in that situation, you take advantage of that luck and hopefully it will blossom into something that's really, really good. Bigger than whatever you're imagining it.
Okay, showbiz muna tayo.
Sige, boss.
Tell us about the connection kay Catherine Bernardo.
Oh, I'm a huge fan. I'm a massive fan. Nakakatawa nga kasi itong Hello Love Goodbye lang hindi ako naka-attend ng premiere.
Okay.
Kasi nag-message sa akin yung ad prom ng si James Manag. Sabi ko nasa Hong Kong kasi ako noon pero nasa Hong Kong naman ako, so Hello Goodbye in spirit ako.
Okay.
So sobrang fan ako because I'm a fan of pop culture. We have a song about Jopay, the sex bomb dancer. We have a song about Catherine.
Okay.
Catherine Bernardo. It's because, like what he said a while ago when I answered Sir's question, music is a part of my life, and yung music kasi is synonymous to a lot of TV,
Correct. Yes.
pop culture,
Mass media, yes.
yeah, mass media. So kumbaga, I think it's quite boring if you write songs about yourself all the time. It's quite boring for me, especially if simple tao lang naman ako. Alam naman gumawa ako ng kanta palagi tungkol sa pagkain. so it's always, I remember the time that we had a guesting sa Showtime and I tweeted na sobrang ganda ni Ann Curtis. That night, I was able to write something indirectly about her. Parang gets mo, gano'n na lang ako talaga magtrabaho. Parang when I get inspired by something or someone, it's an automatic setting sa akin na the words will come out, the chords will come out. There's certain musical things that can be equivalent to chords. Parang ganun.
Yung song about Ann Curtis will be part of the new collection?
Hindi ko pa alam. Basta gumawa lang ako ng kanta. Sabi ko, para hindi mahalata yung pangalan ng kanta, Ang Kutis. So, baka yun muna. Working title pa naman. So yeah, Catherine is one of, parang my idols. Ang galing umarte.
Okay.
Ang galing ng tandem nila ni Daniel, and then for her to do something na gano'n nakasama si Alden, and then yung napanood ko yung mga press nila na they had a really hard time shooting in Hong Kong.
Yes.
So nakaka-inspire lang. That's why I am a fan of that work, that body of work. So,
Okay. Fan ka talaga ni Catherine.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Charlene Zanfredo?
Charlene is a dear friend. We met during one of the mix tapings, and then she was the first one to approach me. Na, sir, I was covering one of your songs during back in the day in high school or grade school or something like
What
that.
song na?
Synesthesia, one of our English songs. Tapos sabi niya, cover namin yung kanta niyo, sobrang ano. And I was just nonchalantly, sabi ko lang sa kanya, oh, I have a studio. If you wanna record, off the record, hindi kailangan under Star or any record label. Off the record lang, as in for fun, record tayo. And then record namin yung Paraan, we performed it a while ago. Yung Paraan original song namin. Tapos kinover niya, sabi ko, gusto mo ba lagay ko sa Spotify? Ganun lang ka casual. Sabi niya, oh naman po. Kasi syempre, masaya lang siya na may ganung proyekto. So ever since that time, 2014 or 15, palagi na kami magkasama sa trabaho. And we're really thankful to her fans also. Kasi pumunta sila nung previous concert and nag-pledge din sila na pupunta sila sa bago. Kahit na wala si Charlene. So, talaga, may friendship talaga kami. And thankful ako kasi napakabait na bata.
Bata. Okay. So sana maka-attract pa kayo ng maraming
Bata.
maraming artista sa Mayonnaise.
Yes.
And I hope you can get to invite them, sila Catherine, Charlene.
Hopefully, yes.
Jopay.
Si Jopay, actually, nag-message na yun sa akin nung first one. Sayang nga daw kasi may project sila may concert din ng Sex Bomb nung gabi ng concert namin. So, hopefully this time around makapunta siya. Ang bali-balita nga, nakadaan nga daw humabol daw ng first one. And we also have a good relationship kami ni Jopay. Like, may message kami over Instagram about stuff. So, nakakatuwa lang na imagine mo yun na Yung Akalain Mo Yun, nagsimula yung idea na gawan mo siya ng kanta 10 years after we became friends. So that's the power of music. That's why I'm always indebted to music. Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay, we have a question from Facebook.